hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What's going on, entertainment? So today we're going to be coming to you guys with another after show, you guys. The recap, y'all, for Baddies West, the last part, aka a waste of time. I'm gonna upload it after the after show. I'm so glad it's the last part because I hate staying up this late. Okay, it was a waste of time anyway, so it's not like it's nothing big. What I wanted to talk about first before I start taking my callers is, Cat versus Stunna Girl. Okay, who do you guys think is lying and telling the truth in this situation? I really feel like Stunna Girl lied. Because the reason why she says something in this reunion to me that I feel like is a big lie. She says, "Oh, that's why you were doing powder donuts, Roly Poly." Now we know damn well if Roly Poly was doing powder donuts, she wouldn't even have needed to get the BBL. So that to me was cap. So I'm like, if you're lying about that, I feel like you could lie about, you like basically somebody sticking their hands in Cat's cookie jar. Okay, I know Cat was aggravated and mad when she saw that, but Cat did do a rebuttal and basically say that I wasn't the only one. I may not be the one that was getting my hands getting put in my cookie jar because you were sucking someone there. So do you guys think that Stunna Girl was sucking on Mr. Lemmy Pepper's jalapeno pepper? Because I could see it happening. Y'all know that wouldn't be the first time. Y'all done seen it happen with Christina allegedly, and her talking about that even during the Bad Blood episode. So I feel like it's not too far fetched. And she even says that her dude knew about it. Okay, so I didn't want Kat to come back, but it's like I low-key want her to come back just to see what happens. It's just annoying how, like, after the show, this is when all this stuff happens. This is when we find out all this stuff. And I talk about this in my recap. I feel like Zeus, allegedly, y'all, they be having some romper room type stuff, like, throughout the corridors of the Baddies Bus. Because how all this stuff be happening and we don't find out so way later on. Okay? She's over here playing with her piano. Okay, Stunna Girl is on the mic, and we don't know any of it. Like, we need some behind the scenes footage, so that way we could really see what's going on. Cause that intrigued me, and it came out of nowhere. And to be honest, I feel like it was low-key wasn't warranted. It's not like Cat was calling you a dirty, ugly, rat face B, calling you all types of snitches. She never said, "Oh, you don't rep your city well." I feel like the way that Stunna Girl went against Cat with that whole revelation is kind of messed up, to be honest. A lot of people in the comments when I posted the video, they were saying that Cat's dude is an OG. So I guess that means he has power and shoulder strength to be able to make some moves to get out. I guess Stunna Girl touched allegedly. Okay, so that's something that's been put out there. Kat did say she is willing to take a lie detector test, which I'm like, that's not necessary, Kat. Like, I don't think Kat was getting that done to her. She just doesn't even seem like the type that would like that type of thing, done to her. She doesn't give me a finger play type of girl. Okay, I just don't see her having that done and be like, "Yeah, I want come here." Like, no, I don't see that like at all. Okay. The Bad Boys episode, it was good. It was really, really good. I feel like this season is a lot more funnier than the first season for sure. Like, they stepped it up for the first season. It's a lot better than Baddies West for sure. Shout out to Big Chris for coming through. Bam! For the Bearston Bear tonight. Bam! And putting him on his feet and on his back. Okay, so shout out to Big Chris for that one. You really did you a big one when it comes to that. Okay, so I'm gonna start taking my callers. What is going on, Kaya?
What's up, Pierre?
What's up?
Oh, tonight, first of all, that reunion was a hot
I don't know if this one was more unorganized or Jocelyn's cabaret one was more organized. There was no.
Jocelyn's was for sure still. I'll say that.
So you think Jocelyn is still on top? This one doesn't come close to it.
No, because they were at least able to talk to some stuff. Even though nothing was really resolved, they were still able to get some dialogue. Jocelyn's, they barely talked. They just started screaming and grabbing. And you talking that shit on the gram the moment they got on the stage. It was no like, okay.
But I do want to talk about the reunion, but I'm gonna talk about Bad Boys really really quick. And all I want to say is, Chef D, you got knocked out. Big Chris was not playing, and we don't usually see him get so upset. We see him. I think he has like the more. He has a lot of patience. Yeah, we see Big Chris has a lot of patience, especially with the Bad Boys, and we ain't never seen him get like this. So Chef D, you doing all that running, chasing poor Carry On, you should just not came back this season. I'm sorry, you're not needed. You're not wanted. You should just stay at home. Sorry, not sorry. And I'm really.
You think he would have knocked his forehead into Chef D's chest?
Last season he ate that punch that Moolah gave him. Moolah gave him that punch. He said, "We eat those." Like,
right. I'm like, what happened to the we eat those? Like, you're not eating them no more. You starving?
He looked like he starving because he ran. He's a runner. He's a track star because he ran fast.
Yeah. They say he's in the running to take Sha'Carri Richardson's spot in the next,
Sha'Carri will blow him out of the water. But but I will say this season is given a little bit more than last season, because the only interesting episodes was the first episode of Bad Boys and the 2 episodes Jonathan was on, and it just got whack. So I will say I'll give it that. I'm still not feeling it though, because if I'm in and out of an episode, that means the episode is not that great. But I'm gonna still give it a chance though, because I feel like now we're seeing more. We're not just stuck on one storyline, because the first 2 episodes it was Anthony, then Banga and Lou, and they stayed on it for so long. That's what makes it boring. But we're starting to see more people interject. Now I got Orlando swinging on people. We're seeing Orlando's real colors right now. We didn't see his real colors the first time. He's really coming into the real Orlando Brown.
He had to ease it in there.
Yep. And that's what I said before. I was talking to somebody else. Like on Bad Girls Club, we saw them in the beginning not be themselves, and then as the season progressed, we saw the real person them come out. That's why the people we love, we ended up hating them towards the end of the season, because we saw how the real person is.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how I'm feeling about Orlando. But at this point, my favorite is Banger, because he's funny and he doesn't take no mess, and he will stand up for himself, and I gotta respect that.
Do you think he was speaking out of turn though when he said that thing to Orlando, talking about why did you be messy though? Like, do you think he was out of tone for that?
I don't. Yes and then no, but Orlando was being messy. Orlando, I thought you was like, but Orlando was acting like in the first couple of episodes that he was above the mess, like all the fighting going on. He acted like he was above it, but you being messy now, and you the reason why this whole thing with Chef D and Raz B got off, because you opening up your mouth, and now you're mad because it's consequences.
Right.
So I wouldn't say he was out of line, but I feel like if Jonathan said it, it wouldn't have been so big, because it was Banga. They wanted to find an issue, so I think that's what it is.
Right.
Yeah, so let's on to this reunion gave me a headache. Did it give you a headache?
It really did.
Because it was like, because I looked at the time, it was like 20, 25 minutes in. There was literally just them screaming "steal." And I'm like, what is going on? Are we ever? And then you have Steve. I'll say Stevie J at least was trying to calm it down. Janisha was just sitting there trying to be cute with that mullet. Like, Janisha, can you do something? Zeus, stop having her host, because she cannot get those people under control ever. She couldn't handle Jocelyn's girl. She can't handle these. She can't handle the Bad Boys. She can't handle nobody.
What did you think about what happened tonight with Stunna Girl saying that Kat had some people's hands in her cookie jar?
Let me tell you something. I had got off work. I went home, took a nap, woke up to some mess. I actually saw your video first, and I was like, "Wait, what just happened?" And I was like, "This is just too much." I said, but it came. Like, and I agree with you said. Like, Kat didn't say anything really bad about Stunna, but like for it warrant you to come to this to say she cheated on her husband, But Stunna said she had a video of it happening, and Stunna hasn't lied yet. So I don't
Well, she
know.
knows if she releases it, she's gonna hit with a fat sexual porn revenge lawsuit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what she gonna be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not gonna drop the video, but she says she has video, and up to this point, Stunna has not lied about nothing. So that's I'm like,
Right.
but I also feel like Kat's telling the truth too about Stunna, because what does Kat have to lie? I think they both are telling the truth. They both are just airing each other's dirty laundry, and they both trying to one up each other. But it's not making neither one of y'all look good, especially Kat. But you being older and having your business, that's what happens when you get involved in Zeus.
Right. I low
Oh
key feel like she low key embarrassed though, because it's like, damn, you all that stuff is getting brought up.
yeah, exactly. Also, I gotta ask you. I know you a fan of Big Biggie, but do you think Biggie was looking sad this reunion? She was
Yes,
quiet.
I said this on my recap. I'm gonna drop the recaps like right after this. The way Biggie, she was, it looked like she was in a ghost hunter show.
Yeah, she was looking like they kept flashing her. She looked like she was scared or sad. I don't know what happened, but she didn't look like all the action
She
she was
didn't look
talking.
like this.
Oh, what the hell is that?
That's Biggie.
That's that the shoes are terrible. Oh my god.
Wait. Let me don't play the audio. The basic, I feel like the shoes. You know how she ran from Stunna Girl when she apparently she fell into the bushes. And that's what she picked up on her feet with the
Oh
flowers.
god. Yeah, but yeah, Biggie was looking really Biggie was looking so sad.
Yeah.
Sky was looking whack this whole reunion. Everyone's saying I think Sky did her big one. Sky was just jumping and high karate kicking and ain't landed. Rolly was funny. I'm sorry. Rolly and Tommy, I think they were the stars of this reunion. I'm sorry. If Tommy was, because didn't both of them say originally that they weren't going to show up? And then I said if they didn't show up, would the reunion have been whack?
Yeah. If Tommy didn't show up, it would have been real whack.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know what it is. Like Tommy does stuff that you would think you wouldn't like her, but for some reason I still love Tommy for some reason because she's just unintentionally funny for some reason, and she must have been high or drunk or both, but for some reason she was still giving us some moments, and that's what I love about her. If she didn't show up, this reunion would have been. It was already not that good because it was unorganized. And
Right.
Natalie definitely was drunk, or was that just me?
Yeah, I think so. I think she was off the Hennessy or something. Because when she was like, yeah, like with that one lip turn up,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
she
What
had
do
to
you
have
think
been
about
drunk.
Tommy's little taser phone?
I talk about y'all gonna see. Listen, I think this is what she. No, I said my recap. First, we got Razor Blade. Now we got Taser Babes. I feel like she put the razor on the back of her phone and she taped it or glued it or something like that. It was able to like shock. Was
Yeah.
going to shock
Yeah,
whoever
it
tried to run up.
surprised me because didn't Janisha turn around and all of a sudden something went off? I didn't know what that was, and then Scotty's like, she has a taser. Like Scotty, Scotty, you should have just sat there and just looked cute. You should have been like low and just sat low at one point. I don't even know why you went changed low. You weren't fighting nobody. But Scotty, you should
Right,
just sat there and look cute in your little blue everything and just sat there and been cute because you looked whack too. And when you had the opportunity to run up on Scotty when nobody was around, you stood right there because you know
right.
you. That's why I can't
Any,
F with Scotty. That's why I can't F with Scotty. Sorry.
same. And I talk about this in my recap. It was irritating to me with the whole Rolly thing because Rolly was like, "Oh, if you run up Scotty gonna pop you," and Scotty's like,
Scotty ain't gonna do jack crap.
like, "Shut up, Scotty."
And
Just
sorry, and one last thing before I go. One
uh-huh.
last thing.
Yeah,
Stunna Girl shut Natalie up backstage saying I ain't Scotty. That's why I like Stunna. She says, Natalie, I'm not Scotty. Don't talk to me like that. I think Natalie thought Stunna, Sky, Rolly, and all not
we're gonna
Rolly
have her
was
back
gonna,
and jump
was
on.
gonna fight
Yeah,
Tommy. Oh, they thought they all was gonna jump Tommy, and that it turned out that way. Even though Stunna and Tommy don't get along, Stunna said, you had your chance to run up on her, go do it, but don't yell at me. I'm not Scotty. That's why I
right,
like Stunna. And that's why Stunna. But thing is, Stunna can say what she wants now, but she knows Stunna is bringing in money right now because Krishan is pregnant right now, and Natalie can't mess that up. So she knows she needs
right.
to tread lightly. She can
That's
lose
that's her
Scotty.
replacement.
Yeah, if Scotty leaves, they ain't losing money. If Snow leaves, they gonna lose some money. So she knows she needs to tread lightly with that one. Yeah, the
Exactly.
reunion was a hot mess, but it had its moments. Rolly and Tommy was the stars of it. On to Baddies East. Don't bring back. I mean, yeah, Baddies East. Don't bring back Sky. Don't bring back Scotty. Don't bring back. I'm sorry, just don't bring back Biggie. She went outside this reunion.
Oh my
We didn't.
god.
We didn't even see her running outside. Shame.
You know, I told y'all they was gonna put that in there. You thought it was gonna put that in there for real?
I thought they. I really thought they were because they ended whack. It was just Janisha and Stevie J talking about some. Thank you for
What were
help.
they gonna say though? Like, meanwhile, after the reunion, Stunner Girl gets caught catches
Yes.
Biggie outside, and then you just see, "Are you serious, nigga?" Like, they wouldn't have put that in
Yeah.
there.
No, they no. It been funny if they did because you would have seen Biggie running and jumping into that car trying to kick and them chasing her. They could have
Now,
ended. They
okay,
ended
it
with
makes
that.
sense. Now, I will say this: it makes sense why Stunner did that because I feel like Stunner felt like, "Damn, I barely fought on the reunion, or really, I barely got my leaks back at the reunion." So she felt like, "Oh, let me try to get her Biggie." You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Stunner
Yeah.
didn't. I'm surprised Stunner and Tommy really didn't go at it like I thought they were. It's like Stunner was only focused on Rolly.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But that's all I gotta say. This hot mess of a reunion.
Waste of time.
Yeah, Natalie did something, but I ain't gonna say Natalie beat Tommy up. But she did get her. But I'm trying to figure out how Natalie ended up on the floor and with the
Right.
wig snap. I don't know. I don't know if you probably break it down for us in our review. It
Yeah,
just
the
confused
recap,
me
I'll talk
out.
on all of it.
Yeah, she
Alright.
flips Tommy and then ends up on the floor. I was confused. But she did get her, but Tommy didn't get beat up. Let's just clear it up. She didn't get beat up,
uh,
but Natalie did get her.
I
I don't think Tommy
disagree.
got beat. You
The
think Tommy
recap.
okay. I
Natalie,
gotta
Natalie, I feel like Natalie did her big one.
that's the only
And I
time she
think Tommy was scared. Not scared, but surprised.
and that's why she tore the setup, like set it off.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
So
See you
that
tomorrow
reunion.
on the Academy after show.
Oh yeah,
You
we
saw
got
the
some
mid season
stuff.
trailer?
Yes, I saw it. It's getting good.
Yeah, it's getting really good. I can't wait.
Thank
You
you.
know who watched me? LaRue.
Oh, LaRue,
Yeah.
you can't fight. You pretty. LaRue is so pretty. You just can't fight. I'm sorry.
She probably watching right now. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
All right, night. All right, what is going on, Asia?
I just want to rough neck nigga on the
On the
top.
road,
No.
get the fucking other shit. On the road, nigga, fuck it. I'm sorry. What you
this
think about tonight's episodes?
this reunion was a hot mess. Like a mess. And I'm so disappointed. I'm very, very, very disappointed. Okay, we all like to see the action, don't get me wrong.
Uh huh.
But it's like it wasn't no talking. Like I
Right.
wanted to see somebody actually communicate. Like I did like how Rolly tried to communicate with Biggie a little bit, but that was just a snippet. Zeus
Right.
needs to stop bringing everybody out at the same time because then it gets chaotic. Why you bring out half of the girls for the first part and then the second part you bring out the other half? It was just too like unorganized. They should have did it in three parts where they bring at least the most three girls out at a time and then have the three girls talk amongst each other or maybe some girls handle the issues first or whatever the case may be. If you're gonna have the people fight, whatever, do what they do, bring the
Hmm.
girls out by themselves or something at first, and then you can start bringing out everybody all together. Cause it's just too like mixy.
Right.
So like I just don't like that part. Like I said, we all like the action, but they just need to get more organized. Cause honestly, y'all paid Stevie J for no reason. He
Oh,
didn't.
he
He
got a
barely
free
got a
check.
wig.
He's getting a free check like Prince is getting a free check on Bad Boys. I wish. Oh,
A free
you spit
one.
on your ass.
A free. I would have cocked my shades back and would have been sweet.
What?
Do what y'all want to do. Deuces. He literally got
I'll be.
paid for nothing, like nothing, because they didn't resolve anything, they didn't handle anything, and they didn't talk about anything. But I would say that Stunner, she did do her little one with Rolly. I'm not gonna say anybody won because nobody won, but I was surprised that she even made it that far with Rolly.
Right.
So I'm surprised by that because Stunner can't fight, so I'm surprised by that.
For
But
sure.
Biggie can't fight either. I mean, Rolly can't fight either. But we're
Who do
gonna
you
leave
think won between Rolly and Stunner Girl? Because one of
nobody.
their hits hit hard. You heard the.
I feel like Biggie I mean, Rolly got like a little knocked off her feet a little bit, but she got right back up. Like, so I don't feel like nobody really won. I feel like it was a tie. Now, if they would have kept going, I feel like Rolly probably would have won. Cause Rolly uses her
Same.
weight a lot when she fight. So it's like
Yeah.
when you like a bigger woman and you have the weight on you, it's like,
I said the same thing on the recap. I feel like had security Not broken up as quickly as they did. Yeah, Stunner Girl would have got stunted on. What you think about the rumors they started about each other? Like, what you think about Stunner Girl talking about the cookies in the cookie jar, the hands in the cookie jar?
She has a habit of airing people dirty laundry out when they fall out. She cannot be trusted. As soon as she fall out with these girls, she's telling everything. Like it makes no sense. Like some things you just need to keep to yourself. But did you even peep when she said to Rolly, she said she was doing coke?
Right, and I talk about that on my recap. I don't think that's true. That's why I believe Cap more than I believe Stunner Girl, because if Rolly was doing coke,
So all the
would
girls
she
just buying
look like
powder
the way she
donuts.
does? Like, let's give it a buck. Doing a drug like that, I'm telling you, like, I know people's body are different, but like, you cannot keep a good amount of weight if you do it on a consistent basis. That's facts. You're going to be skinty. You'll be looking like Robbie Lays. I don't think I'm not saying he does it, but like, well, he has said he's done it before. But I'm just saying, like, that's just how like you're not gonna
Some
keep it
people do it
on.
like cause like just like Bobby, like he said he does it like just to like a party drug, not a everyday. Some people
Right.
do it like just for partying when they go out, and I wouldn't be surprised though. I doubt she does it though, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't
She's
be
a weed
surprised
girl.
because
I
it's like
don't
look
see
who you
that.
hanging with, look who you hanging with. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't see Rolly. I don't see that for Rolly. She already smoked a lot of weed, so it's like you really need both, girl.
So I gotta read this, Sherry. You said now Pierre could confidently say my BD cheated on me with my ex powder donut friend, and sis was a sperm whale. Oh, never mind. Go on.
But yeah, I feel like that was that on that. She just needs to stop airing out people dirty laundry when she fall out with them. Because if people tell you things in privacy, that don't mean that you have the authority or the right to start airing it out. Because they don't even be airing out your business.
Right.
They just
But
come
what you
at
think
you.
about Kat saying that, uh she was sucking on something large and in charge? You think it's Lemmy Pepper's jalapeno pepper?
I doubt it's Lemmy Pepper.
You don't think, I feel like it is the story. I don't know why I feel like it is.
For some reason with him, I just get like, you know.
The emoji.
Yes.
You're wrong. But don't ask me what you say.
Like it's like I don't care how like I have a lot of like gay friends. So it's
Uh-huh.
like I just get that vibe. Like you can't cover it
Mm,
up. It don't matter how many the wives, the kids, you just can't cover it for me. The vibe
mm.
I get is just and he's too damn messy. What grown man is that messy?
To run a network like that, you do gotta have a little like, because it's a lot of mess. It is like it's a lot of mess. It really is a lot of mess.
But yeah, that was that part of the reunion. And I just feel like Tommy, why you keep popping up drunk and high and under the influence? I could tell she was under the influence. So it's like these girls coming for you. You would think that you didn't learn from the boxing match to come prepared to be
She did seem
sober.
like she was on something.
Like that was the last excuse, and I could just see in her face this time it was the same thing. So it's like I was rooting for you, girl,
Yeah.
and you done messed it up.
Who you
But
think
another
took the
thing,
W when it comes to Natalie versus her?
I don't even want to talk about it.
Why? It was
I think
that bad?
I don't think it was that bad, but I think Natalie would have won if the security wouldn't have broke it up. I think Natalie
Okay.
would have won, but I think it was because she wasn't all the way there, like as far as like she was under the influence, because she was all stumbling. Tommy when she fights, she don't be stumbling and all of that stuff. So I could
Hmm.
tell she was a little she was getting knocked off her feet. So I could already tell what was going on. But
Right.
one thing I will say, she wasn't scared. She was trying to double back, but they wouldn't let her.
Yeah, she was. Let's
And
get to Bad Boys.
I wasn't feeling it at all.
The
I was
episode?
so I liked the episode, but I was just so mad because it's like Razby. I didn't think he deserved that at all.
Yeah.
Like I
I felt bad
understand
for
where
him.
Chef D was coming from. Like he was upset because I was just in a situation like that about money. So I understand when somebody lose money or you somebody owe you money. But at the same time, you should have said something to him in the bus first before you even decided to pop off. First of all, Orlando Brown, that's so Raven, he was being very messy. So when he brought the situation up, it kind of caught Rasby off guard. And I didn't like that at all.
Do you think a
And
producer went in his ear though and was like, "Hey, Natalie, per se, you need to be a little messy. We need some drama. So guess what? I need you to, like spill the beans that Rasby told you that there was gonna be some drama." Do you
I
think that
definitely
happened?
think that I definitely think that happened. But even if it did happen, if somebody my friend, it's nothing that production could have said that would have made me even open my mouth and put somebody on a spot like that. That was absolutely wrong. But he should have approached him first. He should have said something about the money first before hitting him. Like, all right, can you send me my money right now? Now, if he decided not to say, or I'm not gonna pay you or whatever else,
Right.
then you could have popped off. But you didn't even give him the opportunity to pay you back saying to somebody, "Oh, are you gonna pay them back at the club or whatever?" However it went, y'all all were drunk, so maybe he forgot. So you should have brought it back up again instead of popping off on him. Like that was wrong, and he grown. He pushing 40. These young guys on this show, because this is like my generation. Like the younger ones, they don't have no respect. It's just absolutely no respect. Like these people have been in the entertainment business, the industry for a long time. You would think that these boys would come with a little bit more respect. Like you just popping
Ara
off.
did. Ara. He did
Yes,
because he didn't hit Orlando because he could have beat his ass. But he
he
said he,
definitely
he did
could
that.
could
Right.
have, because Orlando Brown was effed up. Like he was drunk or possibly high too. You never know with him.
Not the powdered donuts.
But he could have definitely got into it with him and did something to him, but he just had some restraint on himself. So yeah, I wasn't feeling that. And Chef D, he's just too big to keep sneaking people. There's no reason why you got to keep running up on people, sneaking people. Like, just tell somebody to square up. Like, I
So you
don't get
don't
it.
think he should be running after Carry On like that? And dude, what do you think of Carry On running? Okay, he was running faster than Shakari. What do you think?
I expect nothing less from Carry On. That's him. That's what he do. Like we all watched last season. That's exactly what he do was run, duck, dodge, hide, and then he pretend in the green screen that he was gonna do something. But it's like I still like Carry On. Like that's what he do. So it's like that's just what he's known for doing.
To me, Carry On to me is a dangerous person. Let me tell you why. They're the type of people that they're so scared that they'll unalive you because they're scared. They don't want to get whooped or get in a fight, so they'll pow pow and ask questions later.
Or
Yeah,
do something asleep. I want to be able
right.
to sleep with him.
That's why when that story came out with that car, I was like, yeah, I could believe it.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. And I just like and Darrell, he's starting to rub me the wrong way a little bit. I be trying my hardest, like trying my hardest, because it's like on like when you see Darrell on his lives on his personal page, he
Hmm.
gives off a very good vibe. But then once he get on the show, he start giving follower. Just like this episode, he was just giving follower. Like every time somebody, like even every time Jonathan speak up to him or say something to him, he always kind of like play the back or play the fence or whatever. Like he's always just like you could tell he's kind of scared of Jonathan. But when it's somebody else, he want to speak up. So it's
Mm.
like that's what I don't like about Darrell. Y'all gotta pay attention
A lot. Some
every
people are.
time.
He's like some people really like him, some people can't stand him. It's like one or
It's
the
like
other. I've seen in my comments.
exactly like
Yeah.
I like him, but it's like he just has some traits that he just needs to work on. Cause I just didn't like that. Why you laughing at Carry On? You already know Carry On situation. I don't even think he's mentally all the way there. So it's like
Oh
you
God.
laughing at him, making a joke about him, and then you knew this man before you even knew the other one.
Right.
So
That's
it's like,
true.
why you even trying to like? What are you doing? But
What
yeah,
do
that
you
was just my whole thing.
right? One part that I thought was fake of him, though, I will say, not even that part was Prince. I felt that was fake when he was calling him a princess, and that Prince had anxiety type was caressing a
And
dangling earring.
And then it's like, yeah, you making fun of him. I didn't like that either. You making fun of him like his anxiety or whatever. Some people really have bad anxiety to the point
Yeah.
where they need to isolate themselves and they start shaking or whatever. You don't know what this man has been through at
Right.
all. And I'm the type of person I have anxiety a little bit. I have it as like severe, but
Yeah,
it's
me
like,
either. Not that severe.
but I grew up in a hood. I've been around gunshots, all type of stuff. So when I see a car that got tents riding slow past me, I get a little scared. Like, I
Okay.
gotta look over
That part. No, for real.
I
No,
gotta look
for
over my
real.
shoulder
When
all
you
the
walking
time.
at when you was little and then you see a car, not even if they got tents, if they driving past slowly next to you, it's like, please, don't do
Yes, like
that.
don't slow down past me in the white
Right. That
van
used to
because
trip
I'm
me
gonna think you're
out.
trying to kidnap me.
Right. No, for real. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
All right, night. All right, my girl, Bia.
Let me open my notes, okay? Because
What's
tonight was not
that?
a good night for Zeus at all.
At
At
all?
all. I was
Oh,
not feeling it. I was not. Starting with Bad Boys, it was a waste. Like from the top.
mhm.
Chef Teef looked stupid as hell trying to fight in that raincoat on the bus. He looked dumb. He looked so stupid. I feel like the security guard who was like, Chef D, settle down. I feel like he a good granddaddy. You know, it's something
Right.
so soothing when he be trying to
Nope,
tell,
nope, 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 nope,
it's
nope, nope,
me,
nope, nope,
John.
nope. Right. I hate when he does that. Just because you said it's me is not gonna calm him down.
I love him so much. Orlando and Raspberry sound like two fiends when they was going back and forth off the bus. You ever seen two crackheads argue outside of 7-Eleven?
Like you didn't go in there and steal the motherfucking four loco, nigga. The
He
fuck
gave
is
us
wrong
five
with you,
dollars for
nigga?
both of us.
The cashier nigga wasn't even looking, nigga. Go back in there and get the
Oh
four
my
loco.
god.
Like, yeah, it was giving those
Oh my
vibes.
god. You know, I hate it. I know everybody be hating on Prince and his dangly earrings, but I'll put my ankles next to them. Y'all hating for real, for real.
Oh,
The
you like
man
you
is
some
fine,
Prince?
okay? The man is
Okay.
fine. Raspy had his collar popped, and I was confused about that too because what year is it? When Orlando was like, "Oh, so you mad at me?" Yes, nigga.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's Orlando acting oblivious. He's like, no, don't
Oh
leave
my
the
god,
tour. Don't leave the tour. And
he
I'm like, it's
pissed
because of
me
you, dumb
off.
nigga.
He
The
pissed me
fuck?
off so bad because yes, we would not be here had it not been for you. Like, and I know everybody laughing at Carry On, but I thought it was so funny to see him running for Chef D. Like, sell, I'm gonna wear you out.
Chef D couldn't keep up, bro. He was breathing
Oh
so
my,
heavy.
oh my.
His
Like if it
big
was
ass.
Jonathan would have caught him because clearly Jonathan is the
Yes.
athletic one. But Chef
Right.
D ran like 4 steps and
That's
was
what makes Jonathan dangerous. He might be big, but he's fast.
yes, he is fast, and
He's
Chef
very
D is
fast.
not. I think it's too hard for Chef D to breathe through his teeth. Maybe that's what it
He's
was.
like,
He be struggling to
it's
speak.
like,
I
he be
know when he
killing.
got on the bus, he was mad because he threw his food. He was tired. You got nothing to eat now.
He's like, still not get my
Pissed.
money. I'm
You
like, oh
can't put
god.
those chompers to use. That's
Right.
too bad.
I will say though, I do agree with him on the money thing. Like, I don't play with when it comes to money.
For
I don't like to
sure.
play with other people's money. Not like my money play with. So I agree with him. I just don't like the
I
guy,
agree
but
with
like
that too,
I
but it's
agree with
also
him on it.
like
Yeah,
you had all day to address that.
yeah,
Like, why did Orlando being a weirdo and bringing it up? Like, and that's just goes to show that there was obviously some sort of truth to what Raspberry told Orlando because, like, you wasn't mentioning it at all. And if
right,
y'all came home from the club together, y'all spent the whole day together. Y'all not leaving till nighttime. I get maybe you wanted to do it for the cameras, but you still could have had that conversation for the cameras. Like, yo, bros, everybody who was out last night, I need that cash app to ding ding because you see Prince was like, not my face.
right. He's like, y'all not gonna call me broke. I live
I'm
in
opening
Miami.
my Zelle
I get
as
all the
we
I'll get
speak.
all the bitches.
Exactly. He was not playing that at all. And I get it because it's like if y'all was supposed to put in for the section for the bottles, whatever the case may be, $265 for Uber to wherever they went is crazy. Um don't Zeus got black trucks, like no one was willing to drive.
Yeah.
Nobody got
I
their
feel like
L's.
this was a vet that wasn't filmed and like they did it like on a day off.
Maybe. I
It's
get
giving a
it,
day
but
off.
still, it's like, come on, like we waited until for Orlando, Mr. Mad Dog 4040 himself to drink that, to bring it up. Like, and let me tell you, I got mad at Orlando because why are you speaking about Benga's little perm when you got that childish ass haircut? Are you kidding me? He needs to go
Right.
razor blade and get his shit
Vegas like,
lined
I'm not
up.
gonna beat your ass, but my
Yo,
perm, leave my ass alone.
I
Like
don't think
poor
Orlando stands a
perm.
chance against Benga.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
don't. And personally, if I was Benga, when Orlando started sucking all that blood shit, I would have turned into Blueface myself and learned to crip walk in that very moment. I'm going to piss you off on Pyru on Schoolyard. What are we
First of
doing?
all, you need to pick one. You can't say "cuh" and then blood. Pick one.
It's
It's not a
like, what
mix.
happened?
Listen,
He
I'm
was
not in the street
initiated
life,
into the
but I know
same
some
bloods Chris
things.
Brown was
Pick
initiated
one.
into. Because I
He
don't
told me that's on
recognize this.
cut. Better yet, that's on blood. Better yet, that's on
I
Pyru.
was
And I'm
so
like,
confused. Like, what is happening here? Also, shout outs to security because that stiff arm was strong and Chef Teef deserved it. I was so happy to see that big Bernstein there hit the ground. His center of gravity is so poor.
bow.
I was so pleased. I was so pleased. What I also noticed when Jonathan was mentioning the bus accident, I was a bit confused because I recall when that bus accident incident happened, he was on IG Live in like a fake cast or whatnot, as if he was on the bus, if I'm remembering
I
correctly.
don't remember that him being on the cast, but I do remember him going live. So he
I
wait.
remember like the way that he made it seem like was that, oh, I was in an accident and on
Okay.
my bus and oh my god, my bus was totaled versus
Mm,
someone from Zeus was driving my bus and my bus was totaled. And now that they're speaking about that booking, I feel like that's why he said that because he mentioned, oh, the promoters will understand once they find out I was in the
oh,
accident because you got that deposit. You can't just not show up.
my
You can't just not
entertainers are
show up.
smart.
Exactly. He was playing his
Yes.
chords, and I get it, but you might not have said that in front of the camera unless he returned that deposit, unlike Soray.
Right. So I said, I'm keeping them up for a deposit. I try, nigga.
Period. I want my monies.
I want my
Chef
money.
T, this episode is just, he's really just going to be like the villain of the season, it seems like, because he's so annoying. He does not know how to shut up. Like, I thought Big Lou was annoying in the first few episodes, but after Benga had his locks sprinkled like parsley, he chilled out. But
Yeah.
while Jonathan was pissed, like his bus is totaled or his whatever, his truck is totaled. Now y'all 6 hours late for a booking, so he's losing money on that too. And you're just there with your big old chompers. Wow, how do you feel?
I'm surprised that Jonathan didn't snap on him and knock him
You
out.
could see it on his face that he was just,
He was like, he even called him when he get off the bus. He said, "You a big bitch."
oh my god, exactly. Because it's like you sitting here talking about, oh, I can't believe we missed it. I still want to drink. We missed it because of you. Because you couldn't wait. You couldn't hold it down for a few hours for us to just get to where we gotta go so we can make some bread and we can go on our way. You couldn't hold it down. So you held up everything. Like, yeah, like Orlando might have like started it. He might have been the catalyst for it. But
Right.
you dragged it. You out here throwing hamburgers and wings. Like, why are we having food fights? Put those down. Is those tight chili? Pass them. What are you throwing at them? Pissing me
Oh, that
off.
thing was so funny.
Yo, like you haven't cooked a single meal, but you got the nerve to throw food. What are we doing
What do
here?
you think? You know, he mentions a collab that he was gonna do with the truck. What do you think the collab? What do you think the collab was gonna be?
Bundles and burgers? Like
Bundles
what?
of burgers.
That's so unsanitary.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what you gonna do with a
I
hair
know
truck?
he's not a real chef because that would be a terrible idea.
No, oh, you know what I think it is? You know how they say he got a unit. So I
Mm,
think it would have been a unit collab.
but still, just like I'm just
Unique
imagining him
unit.
frying some wings next to a frontal, and I cannot just shut up, Chef T. Just shut up.
Right.
At this point, Zeus needs to hang up the Bad Boys cast and just officially compete with HGTV because we do
I
not need
like
an
this
episode of
season though. I don't
Cribs.
agree. I like this season and I like the episode so far. I will say that. It's
I
better
don't
than what we got from
know.
Baddies. I'm
I
sorry.
feel like it's just so much like filler. Like some things they can definitely cut. Like I know people are gonna like the whole Chef D incident. Like we only need to see what we need to see. Nobody fought. basically. Like Chef D did some running, Carry On did some running. Okay, Kiki, now we're back on the bus. They don't make it to the, to the event. Now we going, like, they can cut out some of the excessive talking. Like, we didn't need to see Relly on the phone with Natalie. We don't care. Like, there's nothing. We
You
don't
know what
care
was
at
funny about
all.
that conversation? Relly goes, "So, what are you doing? You
It-
got makeup full of makeup. You have face full of makeup on." You know she
like,
was in the next room filming that, so she
exactly.
looked at him like, "Bitch, nigga, you know I'm in this motherfucking house.
Exactly. Like, first of all, lower
Just
your
say what's
voice.
up."
They
That's
can
what she
hear
really
you through
wanted to
the
say,
echo of my phone. Stop
right?
it. Please. Also, every episode that they get into a new house, I'm reminded that Prince's parents cannot be black because the outside shoes and the clothes on the bed
Yeah,
again, you have no home training. Like, and I know people are like upset that like Banga said something to Orlando backtracking, but like he was being messy. So what's the problem? Like, we all was thinking it. Orlando was being messy, and I still think that he's unraveling every single episode that we see. He's just going to
yeah.
get worse. On to baddies. I'm next. Let's go. Let's discuss. Because
Let's talk about the silly Philly bitch. I'm talking about this on my recap, y'all. Let me tell you something. Natalie, don't you ever in your life call a bitch silly. That's not a compliment, bitch. What the fuck is a
I
silly
feel
bitch?
like I really believe that Zeus is constantly trying to like reproduce the impact that they had with the Chance reunion when
Uh-huh.
Rolly was backstage fighting the other Chen girl whose name I can't think of right now. I feel like they keep trying to get that to happen again, and it's not gonna happen again. Like, it's you're not gonna make fetch happen. The beauty of these like explosive things is that they're supposed to be one and done, and then it's supposed to be new people doing their own thing. But they keep
Right.
trying to like get us back there, and it's not. Biggie, how do you have the Fashion Nova deal and the Fashion Nova doesn't fit? Why? Who? Who did it? Like, the disco ball tuxedo top, baggy pants. Why is the cooch
I got
baggy?
it from the bodega, nigga.
I don't
Why you gotta hate
understand.
on nigga?
Like, she could have got a better
Oh,
outfit out of the bodega. The mommies will get you together with the shapewear. So it's like, I
man, nigga, I get my
understand that.
check yet,
Like,
nigga.
I hated to see it because I know tit sag, but that's what tit tape is for. Lift them things up, baby. Like, you look crazy, and no one like. I hated it. Low looked good. Sky versus Rolly was a waste every single round. Every single round was a waste of time. I don't know like where Sky got that brown belt that she was bragging about from, but she needs to get her money back. They was both capping on live talking about they whooped the other one because no one got whooped. Um, if anything, like it's
Sky
really
even okay. I
like
said this on my recap. Sky did get a one good licking towards that last round they
the
had.
last round, yes,
Yeah,
I agree with you on that one. But the
yeah,
first two, absolutely nothing. Like, absolutely
yeah.
nothing. Rolly, Biggie even trying to jump in to help Rolly was stupid because like 20 minutes later she was screaming how you pissed her off and you're a damn liar. And I don't like that ring around Biggie's neck either. I noticed it again and it was pissing me off. I don't know if it's the necklace, sis. I don't,
You think it
I
was
don't know.
the tennis bracelet that Stunna Girl threw in the bushes?
$2,000 chain
You
because she
do
gave
know
the rest
that's
of the
what
money to
the
her
outfit is.
mother.
That's what the outfit is inspired by. She had to go in the bushes and find the tennis bracelet, so she came out with a
She
boot
had
full
to
of
find
flowers.
where's Waldo for that necklace, baby. Just get some insurance and get a new one, baby, because that's not worth it. Um, Tommy having the taser is crazy. She's never going to beat the PUSSY allegations. You're never going to beat them because why did you have it? And I was wondering why her phone had that funky little screen on the whole time. But when I heard that little zzz, it all made sense. And I know people are like, well, why did Lo change her clothes? Why was Scotty mad? Because it's like when you do something like that, you basically just showing disregard for everybody around you too. Like you're taking it another step. So in my
Right.
eyes, it's like I sound mad Asian with it, but it's mad dishonorable. Like now I want to punch you in the face because you couldn't take a L on your own. Like the fact that you would even do that is wild corny. It's wild
Who do you
corny.
think she'll be the first to get tased? Taser babes.
himself.
Fuck a razor blade. No, for real. Who would be the first to get tased?
Stevie, preferably. Get that
Oh, because
horny
he would
man
try to
off
get
the
another
stage.
threesome with Jocelyn.
That would do nothing more than excite that little horny man. It's so
Yeah.
sad because he low key used to be fine. He might still be a little bit handsome, but you can't tell men those types of things. Not that kind. Poor Scotty. I know he had
Oh,
his
he gonna
eye
be
on
like, "You
her.
trying to get on my bus?"
You, I think he might have took Scotty, man. She seemed the most influential. I don't
Yeah.
know. Tommy was definitely high. Did you notice how her jaw was clenched like a pit bull the entire time? Like
When Lo exposed that taser, she turned
not
into
contain it.
She said,
not
"Look at you,
contain it.
you hating."
She
Yeah,
could not contain it after that, which was
you want to
crazy
get
because it's like,
tased?
how you give Razor her props for dressing, but not Lo? That's how you know, like, you came in there on your messy bit, because to say
Yeah.
Lo wasn't putting it on, you're
Right.
capping.
Mhm.
You're lying.
She should have gave Lo her props when it came to that too, because she
Exactly,
was
like,
stunting on that reunion stage. They
exactly.
got Lo
That was the
changed.
only real competition. Like,
Right.
and I love, don't get me wrong, Razor never looked bad either, but Lo was outdressing everybody else on that cast, respectfully. Tommy was the only one that she had to compete with. Zeus needs to learn when to get some people off the stage. Like, Natalie must have thought she was Jay Prince talking about check in with me when you on the West Coast. Who do you think you are? Like,
Not
what?
only that, she said she gonna put money on Tommy's head.
She's such a liar. Who's she gonna pay to do it?
Natalie. Natalie's a silly Philly Cali bitch.
I didn't know what's in the water over on the bay, but something's wrong with her. Like, her cosplaying as a hood bitch got to stop. I don't like it, girl. I don't.
You think
like
it's
it.
cosplay?
It's cosplay. She's living her black girl fantasies.
Right.
That's why when Tommy was like, "You're really a white girl," I was screaming. Your mother's name is Kiara. Shut up.
I know Sarah was watching, but like,
exactly, because like, come on. Which is why, like, honestly, watching Now That's TV is gonna keep dusting Zeus, because for one, Zeus needs to learn when to, like, just remove some people. Like, we can't get the dialogue y'all keep speaking of,
right?
If everybody's yelling at the same time. And not only that, but Stevie J asking, does people know what vernacular means? That's not even the correct adjective to use in this situation. This is irrelevant. Like, what do we speak? Vernacular is the best word.
Probably meant do you guys have vernacular?
Like, we're speaking about dialects now? Like, what the hell? Shut up. Sit
Tommy
down.
thought she was in Schoolgirl. She said,
I do. Oh my God. It was so bad. Watching Biggie cower to Rolly like that, I felt bad for her, low key. Like, even though, like, I'm not a fan of her, it was just like, damn, girl, fight back.
Okay, and I'll talk about this on my recap. That's all. I'm so mad I haven't been able to drop the recaps of the baddies before this, but I wanted to make sure I missed nothing. When it comes to the whole Biggie versus Rolly, I feel like Rolly didn't like Biggie. She realized she didn't like her, and she tried to fake it on camera until she couldn't fake it anymore. I think that's what happened.
I think that might be too. But even if it's that, like, just say that. Like, you could just be like, yo, I realized over time that, like,
I don't like
really wasn't the one I was rocking with, because Rolly keeps talking about how she was trying to tell that girl to, like, be confident and be this and that, but you getting sucked and plumped as we speak. So where's this confidence chat? You're capping. Shut up. Like, you're just stop. Just say you ain't rock with the girl, and that's okay. Just say y'all was nothing more than smoking buddies, and that's it. Because respectfully, when she flipped on her and did all that, yo, you're an effing liar, all that, Biggie should have popped her in her mouth, because I was just stopping you from getting jumped, and now you talking about I'm this and I'm that. That's crazy to me.
What do you think of her helping her out with the jumping situation?
Loser.
That wasn't what we needed, Big Biggie.
Loser.
Okay, you be overstepping your boundaries and playing Captain Save-A-Ho. Just because you have red hair doesn't mean you have red cape.
Loser.
You didn't have to save her.
As a real life fat bitch, I will never run into another fat bitch fight just because we both fat. Girl.
I don't think that was the reason.
Take your L. Take it.
I am not defending you. Not when you was just talking spicy 2 days ago, talking about how you can't wait to see me. And like, I get that jumping is corny. I am 100% in agreement. But
Right.
listen, man.
Only when it's heaven. Then she could get jumped. Like, stop.
Oh my gosh, she deserved it too. And I can't wait to talk about that tomorrow.
Right.
Of course, the fact that Scotty was the only one making sense when they were discussing Razor should be like the awakening for them. Because like, why are we talking about somebody who's not here? Respectfully, like, there's no need to drag her because she can't defend herself. But it's like, can we move on? In regards to Stunna versus Biggie, or not even Stunny versus Rolly, I'm gonna say Rolly lost, and the reason why I'm gonna say Rolly lost is because even though the fight was a tie, Stunna is 4'11". There's never supposed to be a tie when you're fighting someone that small and you're that big. There's not supposed to be it's supposed to be a landslide victory. When you're fighting someone that small and you're that big, when Rolly put her head down while trying to grab Stunna and Stunna hit him with it in the face, I was like,
yeah. You heard that clap. It was like it was a clap. It was a clap. She clapped.
She wasn't
her
expecting
face.
that one. She wasn't expecting that one. And so that's why I feel like Rolly, like in my eyes, she took a loss because, like I said, Stunna should have never been able to get her hands on her like that. Ever. And the fact that she did, you lost because you were supposed to drag her. All of the shit, I'm going to teach you how to start. She threw it in rotation. And now you tight. Like, also, Rolly needs a hair transplant because it's giving Tory Lanez and it was pissing me off.
I can't laugh because my pudding is loud. Okay, if you can't read yourself, how you gonna read somebody else? Okay.
Oh my god, Natalie versus Tommy, same deal. If security wasn't there, I feel like Natalie probably would have won that respectfully.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Natalie had her. I ain't gonna lie, but when security gets in the way and starts pulling and tugging, it's easy to trip and fall. She ends up on her back, but Tommy wasn't hitting her, so it's not even like she lost it. She just ended up on the floor. You can be on the bottom of a fight and still be winning. So
right,
Tommy lost all her G card because every girl that she like basically bashed, she ain't win against none of them either. And to then just go into knocking shit over on set, it was like, where was this energy when you were first coming out and Natalie was begging you to come fight her?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, I know people might not like Stunna Girl, but that's where she is triumphant because she's not turning down no fades. Like, if they're calling for her outside of Rolly, which realistically there was 48 security in between them, why would she keep trying to run up? Like, I can't get to you, girl. I'm not gonna keep tripping over my own feet in these cargos. But for Tommy to like just be standing there with them big ass bangles on, and then it's it's expensive, and girl, we know you hot.
One last thing. What do you think of the hands in the cookie jar? Who do you think is lying? Do you think Stunna Girl was slobbing on that knob and giving good blowjobs?
These girls, are we 12? Like, is this a movie theater? Like, what are we talking about, Stunna? BFFR. Like, and even if that did happen, respectfully, like, so if we're saying, Kat cheated on her man, blah, 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 with a finger, that's your gotcha. Like, I need to see a neck. Like, I need to see someone giving Canada Goose, Swan, Ostrich neck for me to be like, Cat, you dragged it.
How was this able to be filmed? So you telling me you were in the room when Katia was getting stuffed like a turkey?
And what were you doing, Stunna? You telling me you was just sitting there watching someone do finger curls?
Listen, Stunna Girl was playing DJ on her tools.
Exactly. Like, at the bare minimum. And to say, oh, I got it on film, you didn't feel like a weirdo recording this. You were smiling to yourself like, I can't wait.
I told you that girl's full of studs. They don't call her studs. People don't underestimate Stunna Girl. Her name is Stunna Girl.
Loser.
Is in the name. Okay. Thank you so much for calling in via.
Good night.
Night. What is going on, Chanel?
Oh my God. This honestly, I've had mixed opinions about what people have been saying. So I got to be the voice of reason because I personally feel like Rolly was wrong for what she did to Biggie. I feel like everybody was kind of coming at her with the energy of, oh girl, well, you were acting like you were cool with her for so long until the cameras, but then when Biggie brought up what she brought up, Rolly started getting loud and screaming. So automatically to me, you most definitely are like she's telling the truth. That's just how I feel. I don't know. But I think that the reunion was okay. I think that it was a lot of like stuff. I think Rolly got the best of Stunner. Now I did see that little punch. I saw that little punch.
Yes. I
And
call it the clap. Clap her face.
it really did like a clap, but I don't know, towards the end as they was breaking it up, like Rolly was getting her hits in. So I don't know. I just want to know why Tommy got so mad at Low London about the taser. Like she was
I
really
feel like
about
she
to
wanted
fight
to
her.
use it, so she ruined her master plan.
Yeah, Tommy looked like a pit bull dog. Like I don't know what was going on in the face. Like maybe the filler was acting up, you know. But it was okay. I don't know. And Scotty, can you just please sit down? Cause baby, you got so much energy for somebody who y'all not even on the same level. Like you can't even come to the person that actually put their hands on you. You come into Tommy. You want to be for Tommy? And Tommy was right. Don't talk about Razor when she's not in the room. I'm gonna speak on maybe that's not her friend, but I'm gonna speak on that person.
Right. Do you
Like,
agree though with the whole phone situation? Gotta say this on my recap. There's too much stories now. First it's the phone, and then it's the I miss my flight, and then it's I want to do the interview with Dira, and then it's like, which one is it?
I don't know. I really do feel like she had some hesitancy. You know what I'm saying? I just personally feel like some girls they get their body done or they look a certain way, and after you see what happened to your friend, you really don't want it to happen to you. But that's personally just me. I don't know. I don't think that I don't really know. I think that Razor was just so embarrassed from this season.
Yeah.
Like I feel like she was embarrassed. Like Get Your Lick Back could have made her so much money. Like whatever she did with it, but she did nothing with it. Like she let all her stuff she did just kind of go to waste.
Now people are saying it everywhere, even though I know she didn't invent it, y'all. Okay, I say this every time. We know she didn't come up with it, but she was one of the first to really say it and it go viral on like TV.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I feel like at the end of the day with these reunions, we complain so much about what we want Zeus to do. Zeus does it, but they still do it wrong. We arguing about it. And we gonna watch the next season. So
exactly. For y'all in the comments, oh my god, they took my money.
Yeah,
Y'all be right back.
Right, make it right back.
Let me pepper a millionaire.
Okay, let me extend it. Oh, and you know what? I just want to know because Zeus is owned by Lemmy. So my thing is, this is my personal thing. I think that maybe like Lemmy kind of like he into that freaky shit. Like I don't know, but the way that you just
like
put
the freaky in me,
like
hit it with the squeeze technique.
So you're implying
maybe
that's girl.
Hey, no, I'm saying Stevie J and Janisha.
Oh,
I think he like, why would you put that on there? You know that's your wife.
I see where you're going with this.
So it's just like you okayed this. I don't know, like what y'all into, but I hope it ain't Stevie J because that's sad.
So you're saying there's some romper room action that was going on in that trailer.
Like everybody's going to Dubai, so I feel like I don't know. Also, I
get where you're going though. I could see that. That's crazy. I didn't even think of that.
I don't think the Stunna Girl anything happened. I think it's both though. I don't know. I just feel like Broly been lying. Like, I don't know. I just feel like she been lying. Like everything just be feeling so far-fetched nowadays.
So you don't think the whole Stunna Girl slobbing on the knob is true? Do you think
I'm scared to say that I don't think it's true because they bleeped out the name of the person that she said. If you notice, like
with Rolly and Sky.
Yeah, like they bleeped out the name of the person. So I don't really know if
I feel like they did that for legal reasons because they don't want to get in trouble by the person name he said that Rolly said was Rerun. If you slow it down and read her list, it was Rerun. Just so the girls will know.
That's so fine. Oh God. Speaking of fine, can I talk about Bad Boys Texas real quick?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, Mo City is very fine to me, but he's not really doing much of anything, which I think is okay for now because if he starts trying to pop this stuff in the later episodes, you won't be like, oh, you're not another Chef D, because Chef D he's just a big oaf. Just a big oaf. Be messing stuff up, like getting running down. He's like a football player. Like, I don't really know what's his problem. But I hope that it really did my body good to see the security hit him down, because I feel like he needed to be humble. That was so embarrassing.
With so much strength.
Like,
I don't think he saw it coming.
He went back like a rubber band. I said, "Oh my god, it was absolutely ridiculous." But also, I understand Carry On, because I'm not about to get jumped. Oh, I'm not finna get jumped. I'm not gonna get beat up by that big bear, that bear sting bear. I literally cannot see Chef D without saying this. So
the bear sting bear, mom and daddy, and his sister.
He needs to calm down. And the way he brought up the promo during Jonathan Truck, like,
that got on my nerves. And I'm really like surprised how calm Jonathan was in that moment, because you find out that something that you spent a lot of money on is like completely ruined. And then you got somebody in your face talking about a promo. That got nothing to do with the situation going on right now. His truck is gone.
And apparently your food be cold. You be serving food to cold customers, allegedly. Like,
I don't know about that.
So yeah. And then Young Miami, she spilled a little hint, but there was some alleged that his food be cold.
Oh, see, I don't know about that. Yeah. That I never heard of.
The food where the eggs are still steaming. That's just what it is. So Vega is the realist. And I die on that. Vega is the realist. And I think that Prince, I'm sorry. I think that Prince is like neurodivergent. So I don't know if you've ever kind of heard of that term, but it's like where I don't know if it's neurodivergent. Yeah, where you're not on a spectrum, but you're on it, but not enough to be considered autistic. Because some of the stuff he does, not in a bad way, but
no, I get what you're saying. You're saying that's why he acts the way he does, yeah. Yeah,
like some of the stuff he does, like he went out and just sat in the grass or whatever. He has like a little comfort blanket he be wearing on him, like he just be kind of disassociated. I don't know, it gives that vibes, but I think he's really, really cute.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
but
for sure.
I love the show.
All right, thank you so much for calling in.
Of course.
All right, before I take in the next caller, make sure you guys hit in that like button. I'm gonna run after you guys like Big Biggie did. Well, Stunna Girl did to Big Biggie.
My hands fucked up. Are you serious? Yo, are you serious? Are you serious? My hands fucked up. Are you serious? Yo, are you serious? Are you serious?
What's going on, Big Bigums?
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
I don't even know what to say that hasn't been said. It wasn't that great, but it wasn't bad. And that's across the board. I just want to say before I forget, right quick, to your last caller, neurodivergent can be anybody on the spectrum. So it's anything from ADHD all the way to autism. Anything that makes you not right in the head puts you on the spectrum as neurodivergent. I don't think that's Prince. I just think that Prince has he has a very particular way of the way he likes to live and do things. And I'll leave it right there with him.
You can't do that. You can't. Wait a minute.
yes.
Listen, the other caller, at least she kind of, specified what you mean way of doing.
I think he has a very specific lifestyle that he likes to lead, and they're not part of. I think he thought he's gonna get an easy check, and he's just like Raspy and them. Like, what am I doing around all these poor people? I'm a little bit too prissy for this, and that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch my words too. I mean, we've heard the rumors, but also too, he's not about that life.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't think there's anybody in a corner. Yeah, because when you trap a mouse in a corner, even it'll try to fight to get out, right?
Right.
I did not like this episode because it was too much of, I didn't get the call on last week because I wasn't feeling good. But how do you have the tooth dude, Chef D? He used to go with Santana, right?
Right.
So you got money, allegedly. So if you got money to pay for these bottles, why did his hair unit look so crispy and out of place? I really want to know.
Baby.
Like, it didn't even look like it was like, it looked like it was trying to like peel up on the edges. And I think that's why he had on a hat this go around. Now, see, if Chris would have really knocked his ass out and he flew back and that hairpiece would have fell out, now that would have made it a great episode.
Oh, that would have been funny. I think he would have begged Natalie up and down to get that scene cut out.
Now I'm just picturing it in my head and I'm done. I hope he does not come back next season. I don't think he brings anything to the show. I don't like when reality TV used to be really good because people were just great talent.
Right.
And Zeus has gotten all these people that are really searching for moments, and that's not how VH1 worked. That's not how Oxygen worked. This is why I think that these auditions are really just like, oh, if I can't find any bad girls, I'm just gonna fill them in with these girls, because I think even Natalie realizes like they don't know how to follow a storyline, but if we get the old girls back, they know what they would be about.
Right. I will say this: I don't know if you watch Now That's TV, but like, and I'm not even trying to compare networks, but I am. The people that they've gone on their shows, I will say, I could tell all of them, they're not looking for it to be the next reality star. Like, they're just themselves, and it makes the show that much better. I swear to you. On here, I feel like Zeus has too much people that want to have like the viral moment, and you could tell that's what he's trying to do.
Absolutely. And that cast is really interesting. I mean, actually, I like everybody except for Chef D. I don't like Lou either. Like, he's another one that's looking for a moment because he probably was paid by Jonathan to get on. You can tell who was brought in to be part of a clique, and I don't like it, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Orlando has gotten back into his stuff, and so he don't know what he's doing. And that makes me really sad because I thought he was going to be sober the whole time.
Right. Especially on the bus when he was like, what did he say? I can do what I want. I can do what I want. Like him saying that 3-4 times repeatedly. I was like, yeah, the powder donuts.
Yeah, that's definitely. Well, I mean, Natalie sounded like that too, but we're not there yet. But yeah, no, that episode was so bad that I don't feel like I got any more comments on it. Nobody got to do anything because it was all about his weave not falling out and his teeth over some money that. Then Raspy said he wasn't drinking. Did we confirm that? Like, I don't understand why.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So I guess my thing is this: if Raspy said he wasn't drinking, why did he owe you money for the bottle? Did anybody get to the bottom of that?
I feel like he was getting the drinks for the fans and the stripper girls because he was humping them like a jackrabbit. So he probably was giving them shots. Also,
that was the most homosexual thing I've ever seen a straight man do.
He said,
"Yo, that."
Listen. You know that porn star? I forget his name. He goes, "Boom, McCloud," when he.
Yo,
giving those vibes.
You don't know me that well to know that.
I know you know what I'm talking about.
If you know, you know. So that episode was bad. I'm waiting for them to. I want to see who the replacement is. You know who it is, right? I'm not sure.
I know who it is.
And why are
I
they
don't know if
swinging?
you guys wanted to be spoiled, so that's why I didn't even say it on the recap, but I know exactly what it is. They put it up on the Zeus pages and stuff like that too. It's not Rio for the one saying it's Rio.
We wouldn't want Rio. That would be too much drama. Like, nah, I'm good. Yeah, so we gonna move on from that show unless you got any questions from me because it was so lackluster.
Do you think that do you think that Prince was scared of D and that's why he gave him the money so quickly, or do you think that he just felt like I don't want to look like a thief?
Yes, would be my answer to both of those things. I think he doesn't like drama. I think he handled it smart, but also he's just like, yeah, I probably did screw up. Prince doesn't get me broke necessarily.
Yeah.
So, and he did it real quick and just like they said, he gave more, like he was giving to charity. So, like, good for you, Prince. That blanket had to go though. That blanket looked like something from My Little Pony. It just didn't even look.
That's his comfort.
You know what? If that makes him feel good, That's where we're gonna go. So how far are we before Jonathan swings on Raspy? You
I
think?
feel like that's like mid-season.
I don't even know how we get there, and I'm not even ready for that. Jonathan has to go. I'm so sick of Zeus just doing this. Can we not bring people just to fight no more? I know. I never thought I'd be the one to say that, but
Yeah, because it comes across as produced. Like next week when we see that preview of that boy coming in and they just running up on, to me that's just crazy. Like really?
and if you start to notice y'all and YouTube, if you look now, they start looking at each other before they swing. It's like, okay, yep, we're about to do it, and action.
Right.
And it's not fun at all. But this reunion though.
Right.
The reunion was I had to tune out. I didn't know what I was looking at. I was so confused. Shout out to Kat. She's from Philly. Like that's my girl. I love East Coast.
Philly
girl.
bitch.
A Philly bitch.
Natalie needs to get arrested for that.
Let's go down that list. Let's see. Natalie was on coke. Oh,
think
my
so?
bad. I'm sorry. I didn't
Powder
mean to say that.
donuts. Powder donuts.
Yeah, she was sniffing. I
Allegedly.
believe allegedly the truth. I think that what's her name? Tommy was on a lot of stuff and alcohol, but that's okay. That's her usual. Big Biggie was on. She needed to be on antidepressants because she looked very sad. I need to change my name. Yeah, she looked very sad and very tired, and like she did not want to come.
I think she was defeated because she felt like she didn't have nobody there that really had her back.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have been annoying, and then maybe you would have had somebody.
Mm.
And that was the thing. She was annoying the whole season. Like you know you're annoying when you make DJ Scott or Scotty not look that annoying.
Right.
You got to really be bad. Oh, and to your other caller, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
Scotty wasn't right about what she said about Razor. Scotty said all that stuff because Razor wasn't there. And she wanted to have a moment because she did not get active last season. Mom was trying to make up for all the stuff she didn't do so she can keep a paycheck. But she wasn't right. Like, let's be real, because there was no harm in what Tommy was saying. Actually, Tommy was one of the most practical people there when she was talking. And all she said was
I think
like,
she was getting a little bit too slick. Not gonna lie, I know this is coming across kind of mean. I low-key wanted Tommy to pop Scotty. An evil part of me was like, you should hit her.
She had a lot of restraint, surprisingly. I think that's what really had them riled up. They were trying to find everything to push her, and they were surprised that she wasn't rah when she came out.
Right.
She had a little drink and her little pen in her hand.
Don't forget the taser.
Yo, your other caller said you asked her who she thought she was going to tase first, and she the joker said herself. Did you see her tase herself by accident? Actually,
no.
Go back and look. When Denisha turns her head, she popped her own hand, so she actually did shock herself first.
Oh my god! See, that's why I didn't even put out the recap yet, because I watched it like a couple times just so I missed it, and I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, Tanisha was turning around, and you'll look at Tommy like snatch her hand back. That's because she gave herself a little zap.
My whole thing is, don't they make them go through like a security check where they?
I don't know.
On BGC that would never happen. Remember when Nancy on BGC 10, she had that alcohol flask and she was going to spray the holy water on Shannon. She's like, "I need some holy water," and the security snatched it out her hand.
Yo, I don't think Zeus really puts that in that budget. I think that I don't know what they want to do. I want them just to go full throttle and be the hood network that they do and just let us see the fights and stop playing with this terrible editing. Like, if we're going to do it, let's do it. Because Kat was over here ducking and dodging like she was a Mortal Kombat character and was about to whoop. Yeah. That was some Matrix stuff. But if it wasn't for Tommy and Rolly, and I'm not even they had the best lines the whole episode. Like, she literally called all of them her children.
She's like, I had to just check my son real quick. I said, oh.
Yeah, so for all the people saying about the fights, it don't matter. Rolly won across the board because her and Tommy had everybody bothered. It was wild. but it was a terrible thing. We didn't get anything answered. Janisha was drunk. I don't know if she almost fell over. I don't know if anybody saw that when she was walking off stage.
Oh yeah, because they apparently Stunna Girl even said this on live. They started filming a reunion at like 1 a.m. So they were all of them were like super drunk because the whole time they were waiting to film the reunion, they just kept drinking, and then she peeped that it was late. That's what she said. She started cussing everybody out, so that way they
Okay.
could right.
Ooh. Okay, so now this is my question. So we said it was rerun for Sky, which I got
Right.
many questions, but I'm the guy, now you'll know about my tweet. I was saying Rolly said that she had messed with security for 4 years.
Yes.
Do we know who she was screwing? I need to know.
Apparently, it's not security. I know that. Thank God, right? I heard that it's not Big Rick, but the guy who's always with Big Rick. He's dark skinned and bald. I think that's what somebody was saying to me. Because remember, I asked if it was security, Bay, and then that's what somebody was telling me, like in my DMs and stuff like that. Yeah.
And she looks good, by the way. I saw they posted some of her post surgery recently. She's out and about. She about. Yeah, I know you were skeptical, and I don't think that anybody should medically get that much stuff back to back to back. But Mama's taking the risk.
You think she's gonna come back next season with a new attitude? I got a new attitude. You think she's gonna walk in, feeling herself?
Only if she can take fighting classes, because she's gonna have to be able to throw them bows for real. Because if she's skinny, the girls are really gonna try to come for her.
Stunna's gonna tackle her.
To which, oh, by the way, Stunna is lying. That you said it best. That girl got Stunna in her name. Why are we lying on Kat? Kat is a lot of things, but Kat is not a liar, and we've known Stunna to lie. She still ain't say the truth about that cage.
Right.
And that's funny because y'all callers kept saying like, "Oh yeah, I've never known Stunna to lie." I'm like, literally, that's her thing. I'm like, and I don't think
feel like I trust what Kat said more because of what Stunna Girl said tonight. She says Rolly does powder donuts. I don't see that. I just don't see that. I'm sorry. I don't see that.
You can tell when somebody's off of that, and she's never once. As a matter of fact, even when she smokes, she doesn't even seem like she's high.
Right. And Rolly's supposed to be 24/7, 24/8.
And that's no offense to you, my folks out there listening. She's so big. I think she has to smoke so much to do it. We're not gonna see her smoking so much when she like loses that weight. She's gonna be a whole new person. And she's gonna parlay this into not only a show, but I think if she gets big enough, she's gonna leave Zeus for real this time. So? Absolutely. Because she was saying on an interview too that she realized that she was losing with Megan. I think she was losing opportunities because of being a hood rat.
Yeah. Right.
But also Hollywood didn't tell you, boo. What they really want to say is you're also not the type of size that they want. And she probably wants to be more than just the big girl who's doing a joke and stuff. And so this would be good for her.
Yeah, I know she said she's doing like acting and stuff like that. I could see Rolly doing that too and music. So she low-key playing with her potential with the show, low-key.
This season was bad. And when it comes to East, I'm from DC, by the way. I'm surprised that those auditions were held there. Because in Tyson's, that is a very white and very prissy area. That's where Prince would live if he lived in the area.
Oh, wow.
So I was very surprised that they allowed that to happen. That's what people haven't been talking about. I thought they were going to
get shut down, though.
Yeah, because they're not going to have it over there. It's too many white people. They went to the whitest part of the DC area, and So,
who do you believe? One last thing. Who do you believe? You say you don't believe Stunna Girl when it comes to the whole Cat versus Stunna Girl. So you believe Cat?
Yeah, I don't. I've never believed a word that's come out of Stunna Girl's mouth because, as you see, every time she tells a story, and we get to the bottom of it on the show, there's always some other parts to it. So, nah, I'm good on her.
All right, and who do you think? Who do you think Pepper that Stunna Girl was sucking on?
You know what? I find it funny that we even talk about him sleeping with any girl because I thought that Prince was more his type.
Oh.
And
I think he's rubbing on his dangling earring.
I'm just saying. Somebody said Janisha was his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, his beard maybe.
Y'all so wrong.
Janisha with that mullet look like she gets some cooch from Big Biggums. I mean, from Big Biggie. Nah.
Any final thoughts on the episodes?
Nah, except that I hope going forward, when seasons of any show, we get storyline.
Yeah.
I want to see them doing something. Getting to the bag is getting old. So yeah.
For sure. All right, thanks so much for calling in. What's going on, Gabrielle?
Hi.
Hey,
Okay,
what's up?
so we're just gonna go through Bad Boys real quick because it wasn't really nothing, but for both of the shows, hashtag security lives matters because they be doing security so wrong.
Oh yeah.
And it's like with Tommy and Chef D like squaring up. Did you notice that security guard squared back up when D was about to fight him?
Oh yes. Big Chris wasn't playing. I
Yeah,
really
he's
feel
like,
like he would have
come
knocked
on.
the buckaroos out of Chef D's mouth.
Yeah.
You could tell.
But with the bus situation, I did feel bad for Jonathan because he just seemed like, man, like that's messed up. So I did feel bad for him, and he was looking at D. Like D's like that annoying friend. Like if you stub your toe, he'll be like, "Oh, did that hurt? Are you okay?" And you're just looking like, yeah, just leave me alone right now.
Right.
Okay, and you know what Carry On was giving? Are you serious, bro? Are you
Oh, yeah.
serious?
He was channeling his inner Biggie running across that place like that.
Yep. And I just feel like he always got an excuse. Like first he got punched and was like, "Oh, I just ate the punch," and now he's running like, "Oh, I'm just trying to tire him out." Like, don't he reminds you of like that kid in like grade school that's always lying for like no reason.
Right. Just say you didn't want to fight the man. Like that's it.
Right.
But it's kind of crazy though, because at the end we see him fight Chef D. So it's like, why didn't you just do that from the beginning and got it over with?
Yeah,
I like to get stuff over with. I hate waiting on stuff. It builds me.
Yeah.
It fucks up my anxiety to the T. I get it over done. Like that's why. Like I'll even like. Let's say if I do after show, I do it on Sunday. I wouldn't want to do it on Monday if I could do it today. It's like no, I
Right.
want to do it and get it done.
And then he was like, because you know when somebody swings on you, you're supposed to take a step back. I was like, that was not a step back. You turned your back and then you ran the other way. That was not a step back.
That's a fast MFer. He was halfway across the street when Chef D was still by the car.
Yeah, he was like, Chef D too big. I better run, boy. Okay, and with Orlando, I don't know. It's just like he's like a few days out of jail and then he's back to the donuts allegedly. But I don't know if it's donuts or something else allegedly, but it's just so weird because like, don't you remember when he first got out, he was like cool, chill, and it's like now it's just like you can see that side coming out of him.
Yeah, I do think something was up with him on this episode, especially when they were on the van and they were getting into it with when he was getting into it with Ara.
Yeah, it just seems very forced and scripted, honestly. And two little things that I noticed, doesn't Prince, like when he wears that blanket, he like that tablet kid that has that blanket over their shoulders always running around.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he does. A little bit he does. Mm-hmm.
I thought that was cute. And did you notice how like Orlando slapped that touch panel before he opened that door?
Oh, when they got to the Austin house.
Yeah, and he like slapped it and then opened the door.
Yeah. What do you think? Okay, when it comes to the whole situation with the rooms thing, like, do you think they should be able to still do these HGTV edits? Because it's like I feel like it takes too much pressure of the episode. That's my only critique when it comes to it. Like, we don't care what the rooms like really look like to me.
Yeah, I think I said that.
It's not gonna tell us how to do Airbnbs.
Right. I think I said that like on some episodes ago. I was like, we don't need to see a slow panel of what the house looked like. That's totally irrelevant to us what the house looked like. Or how nice it is, or how big it is. Like, that's irrelevant.
Right.
But okay, anyways, on to Baddies. This might be a strong opinion, but at this point, I'm tired of Rolly. I just have to say it.
You want Rolly gone next season?
Honestly, yeah. Like, even though I'm not the biggest fan of her, I feel like she's like above it now. Like, you've worked a lot on Zeus. Like, I just feel like it's time for your next step in your career.
But she said it's home.
Well, Zeus needs to be the mama bird and kick you out the nest. You need to fly away. You can't stay home forever. Yeah, honestly, you 18, you gotta go.
She got to go to college.
Yeah, she gotta go advance her career.
I
But I
agree,
don't know.
though.
I feel like I wouldn't even be able to trust Rolly because it just seems like she's always throwing stuff back in people's faces. It's like it'd be brewing inside. She'd be ready for you to like cross her so she could just air your crap out. And I don't like that.
Yeah. No, I agree with you when it comes to that. Like somebody in the comments goes, "What is it with you and Rolly? Do you not? Do you have something?" I was like, "No, I don't." I was like, the only thing I said in the comment, and I replied back to the person. I said, when I did the interview, it's as if she could care less. So I was
Mhm.
like, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way because I'm like, damn, like you could have told me, hey, can we do another day? Like I don't feel like it. Da, da, da. So that's what I
Exactly.
said, and then I was like, a lot of stuff she's done like on and off the show, I don't really like. So yeah.
Yeah. And then when she was arguing with Stunna and Stunna was like, "Look at your hairline," I was like, "Oh my gosh, Rolly doesn't have edges for real." Like she really need to stop wearing those wigs. They're ripping her edges out. Like I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, it was. Who do you think has better? Do I saw such a baddies, right? I gotta make sure.
No, I don't.
Okay, okay, because there's somebody on the show who
I
her
be
hair
seeing like
when
clips
they
on
whip her
Instagram.
waist, she's just like Rolly, huh?
I said I be seeing little clips on Instagram, but I don't really watch it.
Right. Go watch the second season like reunion, and then you're gonna see the third season reunion, and you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay,
Like
I
they
will.
look just alike when their wigs come off, like exactly. No, not Barbie. I'm talking about Kashmir, Pamela. I'm not talking about Barbie. That's the size
Okay.
right there. That's a real size. What do you think of the hands in the cookie jar? Okay, so we have the tale of whose hand was in Cat's cookies and whose a pepper Stunner Girl was sucking on. So what do you think of those situations? Who do you think is lying and telling the truth?
This is like really hard for me because I like both of them, but I feel like they're both telling the truth because even with Sun Girl, that's the situation. So you were just sitting there in a room while she was getting scratched on down there. Like, what were you doing in the room? So
I'm telling
I
y'all, she
think,
was
yeah, so I think it may be like Stunna air her stuff out, and then Cat's like, oh, well, you're gonna air me out, I'm gonna air you out. So they might just both be telling the truth, honestly, but just not saying their part or their side.
Mm.
Yeah.
I feel like
Okay.
Stunner's lying, but hey.
Yeah. But the thing with Rolly is she was like mad and like telling Sky not to jump in, but people keep forgetting that she jumped Stunner the first like the second episode or something, and it's like now she don't want to get jumped, but she was so ready to jump Stunner. So I just don't like that. And
Right.
then Biggie, first off, Biggie was running up on Stunner for jumping into Rolly's fight. But then when Rolly was jumping Stunner at the house, Biggie was laughing. And
Right.
then like a few minutes later, Rolly yelled at her and said she was lying on her. So it's like you having all this energy for Stunna, but you're not holding Rolly accountable for jumping. And then she still yelled at you and made a fuss at you. And I find it like really ironic how Rolly and Biggie met at the reunion. I mean, at the auditions, and then they were both feeling each other. And now the last clip you see them is at the new auditions, and they're yelling at each other. That's just
Right.
like such a full circle ironic moment for me.
Exactly. Any final thoughts on the reunion?
Um, any final thoughts? Was Cat's face bleeding? It looked like it was bleeding.
I don't think. I feel like okay. I think Tommy got her one good time, but I feel like she kind of dodged a hit, so I don't think it was to the point where she was bleeding.
Okay, and the last thing, I feel like Stunna got the best of Rolly, honestly. And I feel like if they would have kept going, Rolly would have fell. Because it looked like she was like about to fall anyway.
When it comes to
And
her
Stunna,
versus Stunna,
yeah. And with the her versus DJ Sky, like the fight was okay. Like none of them really didn't do anything. It's just the third round, Sky did get like the back of her head pretty good, but other than
right?
that, it was like okay. Nobody really did anything in that fight. But yeah, in the Stunna fight, I think she got the best of Rolly.
Right. Now I see a little bit why Sky was like, I'm not saying Sky won any of it, but she didn't get whooped. So I see that's
Yeah,
why she went
nobody
on
really
Instagram
won.
like,
Like,
I won, I got 3 rounds in. I think that's what she was bragging
yeah,
about.
like it was just okay. Like, no one really did anything.
Right. Thank you so much for calling in.
Okay, thank you.
All right. You guys have been asking who's the new replacement. This is him right here. His name is Adonis. He is a designer and stylist. He's mostly known in Miami for prom dresses. So this is one of this year's looks. This is how he looks right here. So he's not a Bearston Bear, thank God. Okay. I known of him before the show because of the prom dresses and stuff, because a lot of girls that I know or friends that I know of know him because of him designing prom dresses. So yeah, that's who he is right here. He is from Miami, so it might be some Miami versus Miami beef between him and Lou. Okay, just so you guys know who the new boy is, because I keep asking who's the new boy, who's the new boy. Okay, next person I'm gonna add is Lainey. What is going on, Lainey?
Hey,
What's up? What's up? What's up?
can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I kind of agree. I'm tired of Rolly because she is just so irritating. Like, I feel like she's so wishy-washy. Like, that was just throwing me off. Like, her conversation with Biggie and Tommy. Like, it was just like when she was talking to Tommy, I feel like she was copping plea because it was like, she was like, why did you say that? Like, did they make you say that? And she was like, no, I was just trying to, I don't even know what she was trying to say, but I don't know. She was throwing me off. And then the part where Tommy kept saying she was scared, like, I don't know. Like, it was throwing me off
You
because,
don't think
like,
you don't
I don't
think
know.
that Razor was scared?
No. Like, who
Me
was
either.
scared of Scotty? Like, I don't know. I feel like she was kind of overdoing it. She was really milking that. Like, baby, you only, like, what did you really do? I
Right.
don't know. And then it's like, you let Natalie hem you up and you didn't do nothing, but then you want to jump in and try to fight Tommy. Like, I don't know. I'm just tired of seeing her face, to be honest.
You're tired to see Rolly's face
But
there. You're not here early. Oh my
I feel like
god.
Rolly really can't fight like that. Like, I feel like the only reason why she get the best of people is because she's 300 pounds, bro. Like, she's like 3 or 4 of them put together. Like, I don't know. And to be honest, like, the way she was like wiping her face, I thought that Stunna bust her nose because, like, the way Stunna punched her in the face, like, that shit was loud. I'm damn.
Someone says Razor's mouth was bleeding. Here we go with another
It got them
excuse.
like that.
What is going
She didn't
on with Razor at this point?
win. It was very.
I'm guessing they say that that's why she showed
Y'all
to the
is really
reunion.
capping.
What do you think about this whole rumor about, the hands in the cookie jar
I'm
and Stunna
dead.
Girl sucking?
I agree with the last caller. I believe both. Cause I feel like y'all was both up each other's ass. Like, y'all was probably getting buzzed down together the same night.
Oh.
That's just how I
So
feel.
you think it was some romper room Baddies West room mansion party orgy vibes?
Like, sure, you ain't never got a little something. Some of your friend was in the same room, and y'all was both getting freaky dicky
Not
running
me.
too. Like,
I'm shy like that. But no, I just want to know the filming. Like, how, like, was you like, like, how did you film that? Did you put it up on the tripod? Like, I want to know
no,
the
I feel
filming
like
of it.
what she's saying is like, I don't think she mean like she recorded them doing the do. I feel like she mean like she got like videos of them all kicking it together, and maybe Kat was being like touchy feely with bro or something like that. I don't think she really recorded them in the act.
Okay. But I feel like she did, though.
But
On the
I feel
low.
like, I don't know. I believe both, cause like, wasn't they saying that Stunna Girl sell her body?
I think she used to be, you know, one of the girls of the night in the past. She
Yeah.
says it in
And then
songs
Kat
too.
was talking about she had to tell her to stop sucking, you know?
Right, because she says if you keep sucking, you're gonna have to keep doing it, which is very good advice, guys. Okay, word to Cat, the silly Philly
I'm
bitch.
dead.
What'd you think about
But
the
I feel
reunion in
like
general?
in general, it was just
Hmm?
irritating because they didn't really talk about nothing. And I feel like I don't even know why Lo changed her clothes. I feel like somebody should have bopped her in her face because she be getting on my nerves sometimes. And then, like, I feel like I don't know. Like Natalie was just yelling so much. Like she was getting on my nerves too. And I was laughing when Stunna told her, like, girl, I'm not Scotty. Like, please do not talk to me like that. If you wanted to get active, shorty, you could have got active. You could have ran up just like I did. Like you doing a lot of talking, you know? That
Mm.
was like throw me off. Cause yeah, you can't talk to everybody like that. Somebody, I don't know. I wanted Natalie to get beat up too because she was just like she sounded like a siren. Like she just would not stop. She was so annoying. I feel like the whole reunion was annoying because like they barely fought for real. Like they barely fought and they barely talked.
What do you
So
think
like it was
about the
annoying.
whole Cat versus Tommy thing?
I feel like Tommy won. And I feel like Kat kind of just came out of nowhere with that because how are you gonna be mad that she stated facts? Like you were rubbing lotion on her, and as a grown woman, why are you rubbing lotion on Stunna Girl like she's your freaking child? Like
Right,
I don't know, and it was just like kind of like a comeback at like them calling Biggie of a lap
a
dog or
lap
whatever they were
dog.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like a comeback for that. So it's like, why do you want to fight her for that? I feel like you was just trying to get your little 1-2 at the end of the reunion. Like that's what everybody do that don't say nothing during the whole season.
Yeah, 100%. What'd you think about the Bad Boys episode and Chef D running for his coin?
First of all, I was thinking like, bro, you was really mad over 2 bottles, but you want to try to make it seem like you a baller. Like that threw me off, bro. And then it was the fact that if I was Carry On, I would have ran too. Like, boy, you got them big ass teeth. You probably gonna bite me like them big ass chompers, bro. Running with
Like
your
Stunner
mouth
Girl,
wide open,
Biggie
like
standing there, you gonna bite me, bitch? You hungry, bitch?
no, for real though. He got them. And then I was dying laughing when he tried to square up with the security. Like he knew better. Like he know who to pick it with. That's one thing about Chef D. I feel like he always want to pick the weakest link. And I feel like what's that boy name? Chris. That's his name.
You talking about Carry On?
No, the one boy who had the anxiety attack.
Oh, Prince.
Oh, Prince. I don't know why I called this boy Chris.
Yeah. I'm like, Big Chris?
So he really seems scary this season. Like, I don't know. I seen somebody in comments on Zeus talking about oh, you only want to beat up your girlfriend. Like, you really scary. Like, that's the only person you would beat up. And I didn't even know he beat up his girlfriend, but he do seem like the
Yes.
type. Like, boy, you instantly coughed up the bread. No rebuttal, bro.
But I
He
feel like the
instant
reason why
left,
he
and
did
then you
that, I
got
think
scared,
it's.
and you was like,
Go ahead, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, like, he just made me scary. Like, when they was calling him princess, yes, it definitely gave that. Like, bro, he just don't want no smoke. I feel like why y'all always want to fight the short dudes or the dudes that's way smaller than y'all, but y'all don't want to fight the dudes who's like really your size. Like, that's me throwing me off.
Hmm. You don't think he gave him the money though, because he knew he was on some finessing type ish?
No, because I feel like when I seen his face, like he instantly he was scared, like he did not want no smoke. That's kind of how I felt. Like the way he was doing that, that's like I don't know, like he kind of bitched you on that bus, low key,
Oh,
and he didn't want no smoke. Like Chef D, like he was on everybody talk about his little money, bro, for his little too, but like, and Chris did not want no problems. Like, he over here having an anxiety attack, hyperventilating and shit. Like, dude, get it together.
I do agree with Chef Dito when it comes to the money because it's like, especially I think they had like an agreement on the money, so it's like, yeah, I see it when it comes to. I don't like the guy, but like I get him. Like he's right. I'm sorry. Like run me my money.
Yeah, I feel that too. I do, but I just don't like him, so it's just like I
Right.
don't
It
know.
makes
He's
it
just
harder to like. Yeah, I
aggravating.
know. But what you think about
Yeah.
Banga and the Orlando thing? Do you think he should have beat his ass?
Oh my God. I would swear I was saying that like Benga, you should have beat the man. Come on now. I like Orlando, like man, I like Orlando, and I was really like rooting for him this season, but he kind of rubbed me the wrong way like the past 2 episodes because first of all, how is you calling Raspy your brother? And then next thing you know, you want to try to switch sides. And I don't like flippy floppy people, bro. That just was weird to me. And then you want to come up to him like, oh, are you okay? Like I would have punched you in your face, bro. You the reason why I just got beat up, bro. What is you talking about? Like I would
Raz
never
was so mad. He's like, nigga, it's because of you, nigga. It's like telling that to Raz.
I'm not like I swear, bro. And then it was the fact that he snuck Benga, and it's just like I feel like y'all trying to make Benga an easy target, and it's just as lame to me. Like, give it up, bro. I feel like Benga should have really stood 10 toes. Stop with that. Oh, I got respect for you, because nobody has respect for you. At the end of the day, everybody keeps disrespecting you. So yo him who what you really about. And to be honest, the hit pretty much missed. Like how you sneak somebody in, you didn't even really do that,
He said he hit his shoulder, but Banga said he's a good motherfucker, so he's not gonna hit him back. I just feel like Banga felt the hit on his shoulder and he felt it was very light. So he's like, ooh, if I hit you, it's gonna hurt more than you hit me. So I think that's the way he was like, yeah, let me just relax. I will say though, like,
but he was
to
showing
me, he
out
shocked
though.
me the
Sometimes
most.
you gotta put somebody in their place.
Yeah, for
What'd you
sure.
say?
He shot me the most though because I didn't expect him to be like so calm. I'm not talking about Orlando. I'm talking about Banger. Like when he first got announced, all the stuff that the Zeus blogs and stuff would post about him, they made him seem like he was some crazy fighting ass nigga that just fought every day across the streets of wherever he stay at. So I'm like, oh my god, this guy gonna be fighting every episode. So once I started seeing the episodes, I'm like, this is
I
like
was
the
thinking
complete
the same
opposite.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but I really like his personality. Like he really humble and he really be I feel like he being everything we really be thinking that nobody else on the cast will say.
Right.
Like, Chef D would say, oh, that wasn't messy. That was messy, and he was just looking out for you. Now he should have just let you get your ass beat at this point, cause you just I don't know. And then the way he was just trying to get loud and just doing too much, like that type of stuff, I would have been popped in. Like, boy, you overdoing it. You like really showing out for the camera too much. They doing all that and then made them miss their booking and everything. Like, I don't know. I would have been mad at Chef D if I was Jonathan too, because like, boy, you doing all of this and we can't even leave now.
Right. And he got his truck messed up. What you think the collab was gonna be? What you think they was gonna do in that truck?
Oh yeah. You said what?
What do you think the collab was gonna be between him and Chef D? What you think was gonna be happening in that truck? He said he had a collab coming with the truck. Jonathan's hair truck.
Collab? I don't know. What could they collab on? Like they do two different things. Like this dude's supposed to be making food or whatever. And to be honest, he's one lady from Jocelyn's Cabaret that was cooking. He should have did the same. Boy, you just doing all this talking and chomping with your big ass mouth. Like you need to make them some food. So showcase your talents or
I
something.
see. Okay, I kept right. I kept seeing people compare him to Amber. I don't think they're anything alike. First of all, Amber, she was annoying at times, but Amber wasn't a dummy. She made sure to like show off that like, hey, I'm a chef. I cook. I'm gonna cook for y'all. That I don't like any of y'all bitches, but I want to cook. I'm gonna show y'all the food. Chef Dita, it seems like he's scared to tell people he's a chef.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts on both of the episodes?
I don't know why. My final thoughts is I don't know. I have a question though. Is Chef D's booty fake? Cause the way he was walking, it looks stank.
I've heard people say he got a BBL. I'm not 100% sure, so I can't say yes or no because I literally do not know. But do I think he has a BBL? I don't think so. I just think like he's built like that. I don't know what you want me to say. Like people have said that. I've seen that everywhere. They're like, "Oh, he got a BBL. He got a unit." Da, da, da. But you know how people say stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
his booty looked hard, like it don't move, and it was just sticking out. His booty looked stank. Like the way he walked, it looked stank. Like,
Someone said, Charlie said, yes, he's a BBL bottom, but for Tana, he's a top. You guys are sick. Thank you so much for calling in. All right, next caller, what is going on? Famous Tales. Oop, you're not ready, Famous Tales. What is going on, Taisha?
Hey, Pierre.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
I said this is my first time coming on here.
Period. You got in, you got in.
Yes.
You get a Baddies East ticket.
Period.
Imagine. What do you think of tonight's episode?
Oh, which one? Baddies West or Bad Boys?
Baddies West, we're gonna start off with.
I think it was just a lot of chaos.
What'd you think about the whole Tommy, getting in there with Natalie? Like, do you think that Tommy came in there prepared? Because I low-key feel like she didn't come in there prepared because she still had the shackles on her wrists.
No, I don't think she came prepared. I thought Tommy was gonna win though, because Natalie was talking a lot.
Yeah. That's gonna become a gift. Like Natalie did her one with that one. That really is gonna become a gift. And then we gotta talk about the cookie jar, the hands in the cookie jar, and we gotta talk about Stunna Girl allegedly doing the second and the second. Who do you believe when it comes to those two rumors?
I would say Kat.
Okay, so you think Stunna Girl is lying?
Yeah, I think she's lying.
I do too a little bit.
Because the only thing she know how to do is get active.
Right. Because I just feel like also too, it makes a lot of sense why, a lot of production, you could kind of tell like they are Stunna Girl like fans.
Yeah.
One, a little bit how it's edited, and two, just kind of how they kind of interact with her. You could tell like even in tonight's reunion, you saw one of the securities or something like, "Oh, don't do that," or something, basically talking directly to Stunna Girl like, relax, don't do this, don't do that. So you can kind of tell they really like Stunna Girl a lot.
Yeah.
Were you surprised at any of the fights or who lost or who won?
Just the Natalie and Tommy one. That's about it.
Just the Natalie and Tommy. Why? Yeah. The thing is with the Tommy thing, I feel like Tommy, one, wasn't prepared, and two, was caught off guard by the stuff that Natalie was doing. Like when she threw the drink at her once, I think it was like, okay, she didn't think that Natalie was gonna do it again. So she was just caught off guard.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's get to the Bad Boys. So what you thought about the Bad Boys episode?
I think Orlando was being messy. And I was liking Bad Boys because Orlando Brown and Raz-B was on there, but like how you were saying in previous episodes, you could see the downfall of Orlando Brown though.
Right.
So I think it was okay. But was it fun to you when Carry On was running from Chef D?
Yeah, to me, Carry On was scared shitless. I don't think it had anything to do with not wanting to hit first. I just felt like he saw Chef D's a big girl. So he's like, let me get away as soon as possible so I don't get, tackled. What you think about the Banger versus Orlando on the thing? You think Banger should have got his leak back for Orlando trying to hit him back?
I think so. Because Orlando Brown was wrong for that.
He was messy. He caused most of the situation. Any final thoughts on any of the two episodes?
I'm a little happy that Baddies West ended because the season was okay.
I'm so glad it's ended. I feel like This season was so drawn out. It's not even funny. Like, I'm glad it's done. It's the fact that it was 2 parts. That's how you know this season was dragged out. Had Razor came, I feel like they would have extended it to a 3rd part.
I
Because then
think
they would
so
have had.
too. Cause
Right,
they would want to see Razor and Scotty fight.
right. All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
No problem. Thank you. Bye, Pierre.
Night. All right. What is going on, Naya?
Hey, Pierre.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What you thought about tonight's episodes?
Okay, first of all, I just started following you a few months ago, and you are hilarious. Like,
Thank you.
for
Thank
real
you.
though,
Thank
like I'd
you.
be dying. But okay, first of all, Baddies was boring, and I fast forward through most of it because like it was real nonsense. Like they didn't really get into anything. They were just the fights, and they didn't really talk. And it was just like I felt like a waste of an episode, like the first one, kind of. Like we didn't get to, you know, see anything.
Right. We could have
But
got this
Natalie was
uploaded on
funny,
YouTube.
right? Like seriously, like probably I was surprised at Scotty, but I was like, why do you keep stopping stuff, but yet you don't see nothing in Natalie when she came at you, but yet now you want to come at everybody else.
Right.
Rolly, I'm kind of tired of her. Like I liked her from one chance, so that's where I saw her. Then I'm like, okay, let me see her on Baddies, and then it was like, I'm over her now. Like I don't want to see her again, honestly.
Would you tune into her own individual show though? Her own standalone show? Because you know,
We
girls can't do standalone shows and videos like they think.
right? Seriously.
It's not easy. That's what to me. Let me tell you guys this. I feel like TikTokers and YouTubers, they should never be compared. I don't care what anybody says. Because TikTok, all you need to do is entertain somebody for a few seconds. While YouTube, you gotta be on here for minutes up to hours and be entertaining.
Literally.
I
Yes,
don't give a
definitely.
fuck.
That is
And I'm
so true.
person. Yeah.
But I
It's
mean, I
facts.
would before I would watch Rolly's show, but now I'm good because I feel like I'm watching her weight loss surgery because she's posting it all the time. Like, what's the point of really seeing her? Like, I don't know.
Oh, so you wouldn't be even watching that. Ooh, that's
Not
bad.
really. She's I used to like her, but now I just feel like she's so fake, and it's just like she's boring. Definitely don't want to see her back. Definitely don't want to see Scotty, even though I like Scotty, but she doesn't really give good TV. Stunna
Mm.
Girl, her voice is irritating, but she's funny, and I will watch her again.
So
But
the only person you want to come back for next season is Stunner Girl.
Stunna Girl, and like I would probably say Biggie, just for the drama. Even though Biggie was so quiet and like I was like, you did a complete 360. You were just like she looked all shy and out of place and just like nervous, but then she was talking all that stuff online. I'm just like, you gotta keep the same energy, you know?
Right. And then when it comes to, we got to talk about the hands in the cookie jar, the hands in the cookie jar. Who you believe? You believe Cat or you believe Stunner Girl?
I believe Cat. I'm not even gonna front because the way Stunna Girl be moving, I feel like Cat is definitely on to something.
Right. You know what I think happened? I feel like they were all in a room together. One of Stunner Girl's homies tried to probably talk to Cat and probably sat close to her or something for like a few minutes. And his Cat was
Hmm.
like, no, I got a man, da da da. And she probably was filming that. And
Definitely.
then right, and then he walked away after she dissed him and said, "Nah, I don't want you like that." And then next thing you know, we got a rumor of her getting uh the fingers.
Right?
That's what I think. That's
But
what
I
I
like
really
the
think happened.
for real though, I believe that. But can we talk about Bad Boys?
Yeah.
Chef D, when he was complaining about Raspy not paying for the bottles, it gave me like throwback Bad Girls Club, and I was like, yes, I'm here for it. And then he hit him, and I was like, oh, this is what we need. Like I miss Bad Girls Club. Like that's
Yeah.
I was like, yep, back
When
in the
Jennifer
day.
was mad about Rocky not paying the bottle, she's like, "It was
That's
a
exactly what I
bottle."
thought. Yep,
Yeah. You gotta
exactly
know
what
your
I
history when
thought
it comes to
of.
this stuff, yo. I
Right?
remember.
Like,
Uh-huh.
but Orlando, I just feel like since they've been enabling him, now he's not like how he was in the beginning, but like he should just stay sober because he was funny, he was chill, but he was so messy last night. If I was Raspy, I definitely would have fought him.
I think that
Like
should have happened tonight.
I think he should have because that was really like that was messy, that was shady. Like I'm trying to help you out. And then it was like, oh, my brother, my brother. And then you got the nerve to come into my face after the fact and try to be like, oh, you okay? Nigga. I mean, excuse me,
As
yo.
B said,
Please.
Like, you my brother and all, but like, nigga, you set me the fuck up.
Right? Like,
he was shocked.
that was kind of messed up, though. Like, Orlando nah, I wasn't messing with that. He was some other
That boy
stuff.
is
But
giving us stories. No shit. It is. I feel like this season, at least we're getting like storyline. Last season it was like nothing. And Baddies West, it was like everybody versus Thunder. That's it. At least this season we're
literally,
getting
yeah.
like storylines. Yes.
I like Bad Boys better this season because last season I couldn't stand, even though I'm from New York, but Curtis and Moolah, like, I don't claim them. Like, they was trash. I couldn't
Ooh.
stand them.
Not
Like,
even
really?
Curtis.
He was a follower, like, honestly, in my opinion. He was just following Moolah. In all honesty. I wish he would have brought Gutter back. He was hilarious. I loved Gutter. Like, I think it would have
Gutter, I
been real
think,
funny.
shot himself in the foot because I think he not broke up with us, but he burned his bridges with them because he started talking about
Yeah.
Natalie and like, yeah.
Everybody talks about Natalie, though. Like, honestly. If you really think
They
about
grew
it.
behind her back.
Yeah, but I mean, she is a good businesswoman, but Natalie's messy. But everybody talk about her, but she just, yeah. Carry on. I don't know why they brought him back. He was boring the first season. He's even more boring now, in my opinion. Like, and he's just a punk. Like, if he was, I don't know, he could have just stayed out of it.
Right.
Honestly.
I don't think he should have. That's what I said. I told y'all from the beginning. I said he was a wrong cast. I don't know why they brought him back. I feel like last season was like one and done would have been good for him. We got his
Yes.
story with the Kirk Franklin and all that type stuff, and like, yeah, do a grown up
Definitely.
gospel.
Banger,
That's it.
I love Banger. I feel like he's like one of the realest ones there. Like the person before me, like he says what we're thinking. He doesn't really care, and he's gonna get his look back regardless. He's gonna do whatever he want to do, and I don't feel like when they try to rip him off the island like it was Survivor or something. I'm like, hello, this is Bad Boys. Like, how you going to like tell him, oh, you gotta go because you want to get your look back? No, like. Also,
Yeah,
I
they
was
thought
like
it was
Jonathan.
Big Brother.
Yeah, right. Jonathan, I felt bad for him because his truck and so the production was driving his truck and they crashed it or something.
Right. That's what it. Yeah, that's what they said. Like production, I guess, was following the
Jeez.
van with it, and they crushed it. It's low-key giving is they did it on purpose because of that first
Right.
episode. They
I
say your
can see
bitch ass
that
want to run
too.
us over. We gonna crash your shit, bitch.
Nah, I
But
can
no, I
see
don't think they would do that on purpose because they could
Imagine though.
die.
That would be oh well, that would be so funny.
That'd
But
be evil as hell.
for real, right? But I was kind of Chef D, like I'm just over him. I don't know why his big ass teeth are just I just can't with him. Like he's just so corny to me. But
Do you watch Sausage to Baddies?
no, I don't have Now That's TV. Is it really?
Okay.
Should I get it? Is it
No,
really
I
worth
was
it?
gonna ask you something because there's somebody on there that got their teeth done. Her name Cash. I was gonna ask you whose is better.
Her teeth are as big as Barbie's from Jocelyn's.
Oh no,
Oh, okay.
Barbie's is like xylophone.
Right?
Yeah, no. Chef D's is like it's piano keys. But I feel like Barbie's is worse. Barbie's is like huge.
No, yeah, her mouth was hard.
Chef D's it sticks too much out, but it's
Right?
not like it's a little big, but it's not huge.
Yeah,
Barbie's
that's
is like huge.
that is so true.
Yeah.
I like Mo City, but I don't know. He's giving me a little like I get a little iffy vibe from him. I'm not really sure. He is good looking though, but I don't know.
Who do you think should return next season for Bad Boys?
I would probably say Prince. I like Relly, even though he's already been 2 seasons, so probably not. Give somebody else a chance. But I would say him. Even though Prince is in the background, I would bring Prince back.
You'll bring Prince back?
Yeah, he's kind of like maybe if he opens up more because I feel like he got a little sugar in his tank, but he's trying to get,
y'all trying to make this
trying to open up, and I feel like this is the place for him to do that because
Godly. Just say y'all
not
want him
one
to
earring.
go
I
to
don't
Ross.
care. I can't.
Okay.
Right?
I'm getting over even say it like that. I do once in a blue moon, but I'm not like Yeah.
Oh no, that one earring is killing me. I can't, but
He should start a line of dangling earrings because I feel like he's most well known for wearing them. Like seriously,
no, that's a fact though. People will definitely buy it.
right?
Some people.
Any final thoughts on both of the shows?
I hope next season for Baddies they actually bring new people because people need a chance. Like I'm tired of seeing the same old. Like Bad Girls Club, they switched it up. That's what made it so good.
Right.
Bad Boys, I can't wait to see next episode. I hope somebody beats up Orlando because he's getting too messy for me. I just need him to get like popped one good time and then be like, no, let me just chill because
Right.
I'm married and shit. So
Right.
but that's
Thank
about
you.
it.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
All
Like.
right. Period. All right, make sure you guys hit that like button before you guys head out. Let me know what you guys think about this after show down in the comments down below. Who do you guys believe when it's Stunna versus Cat? Who do you guys think is lying? Okay, like I said, I feel like Cat is telling the truth, and Stunna is kind of fabricating the story to make Cat look crazy. Okay, what y'all thought about Bad Boys and also this waste of a reunion? Okay, leave your comments down below. The recap is going to premiere right after this, so make sure y'all stay up if y'all can. And we're out, babies.
No personal.